Hey folks, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. My name is Saurabh Pol. Welcome to Pol Ki Bol. Today I'm going to talk about a topic which is very important, which I want young people to know about, is that colleges are still important in India. College degrees are important in India, and your skills are not an edge, but your skills are a necessity. People are like, hey, I don't need degrees, I don't need these fancy degrees. All I need is like my skills. Why don't you just judge me on what I bring to the table? And I completely agree, and I completely understand where this thought process is coming from, right? But I also want to remind people that people with college degrees can and will definitely also have skills, right? So, an employer, when given a choice between hiring someone with a college degree, uh, with skills or without skills, and someone with equivalent skills and no college degree, they will go for someone with the college degree. Okay, remember that, at least in India, because the college degree in India, educational qualifications in India are a rejection mechanism, not a selection mechanism. Very rarely is it like, okay, I'm hiring you particularly because you are from that college. Okay, that happens, but that happens at the very top level. Okay, that happens at the very top level. The companies are like, okay, we are going to this particular college to hire particular students for these particular rules, which are your tier one engineering and MBA and law and economics and arts colleges में जो placements होते हैं, वो those are like, okay, we are going out selectively for that, right? Or sometimes it's like, hey, you have applied and someone's like, oh, IIT Bombay, I definitely need to take a look. IIM Ahmedabad, ISB, wow, I'm definitely going to take a look, right? Although, so you have to, it's not guaranteed that you'll be selected, but you get a better chance than everyone else, right? The brand matters, the college brand still matters, okay? And college still matters, please remember that. Because people are like, अरे Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, they all, look at them, they dropped out, उन्होंने तो school complete नहीं किया, and this and that, and so many other people, if you follow your passion and so on and so forth. Like, sir, these people are exceptions, not the rule. There are many people, like including Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and so many other people, including, like, I think even Larry Ellison, and Jensen Huang, who's the CEO of Nvidia, co-founder and CEO of Nvidia, mind you. The, these, I mean, Sundar Pichai, Satya Nadella, Sergey Brin, Larry Page, Sam Altman. These people have all of them have gone to the world's best colleges. Okay, let me tell you that. And more of your rich people have, I mean, if you take a bunch of rich people, right, they in the world, they have more often than not gone to these elite institutions, or at least college educated, right? Even if not elite, college educated. Okay, so please keep that in mind. What you are looking at and saying कि अरे ये तो इसमें तो मतलब इसने तो ये नहीं किया वो नहीं किया, मुझे भी ज़रूरत नहीं है कॉलेज का, मेरे को स्किल्स के हिसाब से देखो, those are wrong expectations. That is never going to work out. It's absolutely impractical in India. In India, I will not comment on other countries. Their setup is completely different. In the US, things are changing where very fewer and fewer men are choosing to go and get college degrees. Okay, because those college degrees are so expensive and they are not really related to what is required in the market. What happens is getting a college degree becomes a cumbersome issue over there. It becomes a dead weight issue for you over there. Okay, it's like rather it's like भाई तू vocational training ले ले, वहाँ पे go into the trades, as they call it, the plumbers and the electricians and so on and so forth. They're called the trades, blue collar work. And then you have of course the coders and so on and so forth, right? They're like, अरे मैं coding boot camp कर लेगा, ये कर लेगा, वो कर लेगा, मेरे को job मिल जाएगा, मैं कर लूंगा. Sales and so on and so forth. Like, even if I'm high school educated and I start working at a company and all, even that is an education in its own self, by the way. I made a video recently about internships, right? So some way or the other, you have to be part of an institution, is what I'm trying to tell you, unless you're starting your own business, which everyone is welcome to do, right? So having said that, please keep that in mind, that college degrees are absolutely important in India, but just because you have them does not mean you will get a job. You have to get your degree and develop relevant skills. Okay, so keep that in mind. Like, if I look at some this thing, if I'm looking at this article presentation, and let me check. Sorry about that. There is this article I'm trying to share, and yes. LinkedIn CEO says your fancy college degree not enough. Focus on this to land jobs fast. Blah blah blah. Blue blue blue. This is what they are saying. But I kinda disagree. He says that the future of work belongs not anymore to the people that have the fanciest degrees or went to the best colleges, but to people who are adaptable, forward thinking, ready to learn, and ready to embrace these tools. Now here's the thing, right? People who did go to college can also do that, and they learn it, and they learn it very quick. Okay, across industries, businesses are now prioritizing candidates who can quickly pick up new skills and adapt to rapid technological advances. Exactly. Now, how does going to college stop you from doing that? I mean, it does level up the playing field a little bit, but in places like India, where you're like, okay, who are you hiring? Oh, it's some kid with no college degree and उसने कुछ किया नहीं है, and but उसके पास skills है, मैं उसको ले रहा हूँ. Like that HR will be fired first. The talent acquisition person will be fired first, right? So that's the thing, and they're saying that yeah, people who embrace AI will replace those who don't, but knowing how to talk to chatbots won't be enough. I believe that the human component of all this is going to be the most secret weapon for most people, right? Empathy, communication, adaptability, and don't forget the human skills. That is the most important part, and I completely agree, right? That part I'll completely agree. But if you think about it, it's human skills, right? It's skills. Like just because someone has a college degree, and I'm telling you, I'm so sorry, if someone has a better brand name college than you, they will have an advantage over you. Okay, that is the damn truth. I'm not saying they're better than you. I'm not saying they will do better than you. I'm not saying they'll succeed more than you. I'm saying they'll have an advantage over you in most situations, because unless it's and by those situations I mean in the job market and so on and so forth, even within for promotions and so on and so forth, right? So because all things equal considered, the person with the better brand image, with the person with the better college brand, they actually get preferred, because even the top management like कहाँ से है? क्या कर रही है? Okay, okay, ठीक है. All things considered, right? If they are the same, all things considered the same. But ऐसा होता नहीं है. More often than not, if you are really talented, you come up on top. Okay, the cream rises to the top. Essentially, that's the reality. And provided of course it's a normal work environment, and most work environments have their own challenges, but they're normal work environments, right? So I will definitely say this, keep that in mind, that while it is important to build your skills, do not read some bullshit articles that are extremely focused on the Western hemisphere and be like कि हाँ मैं भी college नहीं जाऊंगा and जाऊंगी. Don't do that to yourself. Go to college, spend time taking practical experience, doing practical projects. That is the most important part, right? I know it's kaka kaku advice coming from me, but it's important advice coming from me. I promise you of that. Okay, it's very important that you do that. And remember, like, your college matters. I'm being very frank about it. Your college matters, right? At least initially it does. Later on, it not really. But yeah, just keep that in mind, and don't sabotage yourself just because you read something somewhere. Do your first graduation. उसके बाद आपको जो करना है करो. Post graduation करना है मत करो, करना है करो. That's up to you, but build your skills while you are doing your graduation, because वो ज़माना चला गया कि we are just chilling chilling chilling. अभी fourth year आ गया, देखते हैं क्या करना है, देख लेंगे यार, घुस जाएंगे. Those days are gone. I personally feel there's way too much competition in the market, and the work culture is moving really fast. There's AI and all of that, and you have to be at the top of your game. You just have to be, right? So if you combine your skills with practical experience, then nothing's going to beat you. But of course, if someone with a college degree combines their skills with actual experience, then their practical experience, they are definitely going to beat you, right? So keep that in mind, because not because it's your fault, because Indian HR has a bias. Indian organizations have a bias. They want people with college degrees and pedigrees. Okay, so keep that in mind. And see, don't shoot the messenger. I'm not saying it's the right thing. I'm saying that is the preference that is given over there, right? So keep that in mind, and do not forget that India is not the US. India is not Europe. You are in India. You have your own rules that you need to play by, right? So keep that in mind, and just do what's best for your career. Anyway, this was Saurabh Pol for Polkebold on this topic. Let me know what you think. You can disagree, by the way. I'm ready to have a conversation, and like, comment, subscribe. Thank you. See ya.